This is Riva. Shout out to Riva TV. She pushing 300K. Shout out to her. Lavar Ball reveals wife divorced him after he nursed her back to health.
Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see it right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she was always beautiful in my eyes.
I know how to rehab with Tina. It's not the soft stuff that people have been doing with her. She's an athlete. She needs rehab, which is a little more intense. Yes. Hi. There you go. Five more. I'm gonna do it for however long it takes to get it right.
I had to get my foot amputated on the fact that I had diabetes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me again. But it is what it is.
Riva TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Lavar Ball is going viral right now for basically exposing his ex-wife, and a lot of people have a lot to say about it.
Damn, it's his ex-wife already? Did y'all not know? Did y'all know they was divorced? Wow.
About it.
I didn't hear nothing about it. I don't pay attention to these people, like the Balls. The Ball family. Don't pay attention to these people, but they just got divorced and nobody knew.
So we're going to go ahead and dive into the entire conversation. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation. Now, if you're unaware of who Lavar Ball is, he played college basketball as well as college football. And then he ended up actually playing in the NFL for a little bit. Then, he ended up working as a trainer, and simultaneously, through building his life within the industry, he ended up having 3 sons and then successfully getting all 3 sons into the NBA some way.
Well, excuse the hell out of me. Was he on that list of the fathers when I made that fathers list? I don't remember. He need to be on there. Damn, he played football, basketball, had 3 sons, and got them all in the NBA. Shout out to him.
Somehow.
LaMelo Ball, 24 years old, currently a star point guard for the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA. Number 2, Lonzo Ball, 26 years old, now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 3, LiAngelo Ball, 25 years old. He went undrafted in 2018 and had a brief professional basketball career in the G League.
Now, people have looked at him as, like an honorable person, right? They've kind of looked at him for, inspiration, right? Especially if they have sons who they want to also get into the field. And, they looked at Lavar and his wife, Tina, as a power couple, right? Like these two, they one was helping with the school while the other one was helping with the skill.
So what was Tina's parenting style?
I would say she got us very smart. I was gonna say that too. Education wise, anytime you need help, don't go to big fella, go to her.
Now, him and his wife had been together for
You know what? I don't think I knew that their mom was white. I just thought they was light bright. That's all. Okay.
a total of 30 years, right? 3 decades. Now, just like long-standing relationships, right? They've had their ebbs and flows within relationships. One of their lowest ebbs being when she actually suffered a stroke. And, he was the one who was very much
Fashion Reed, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Uncle Rick says, a woman I know left her husband of 27 years after he nursed her back from cancer surgery. Remember the girl that was on one of the episodes of tonight's conversation? She was only 23. He helped me. He nursed me back. He wiped my ass. He not romantic.
Instrumental in, getting her back to health, helping her, doing her physical therapy with her.
Hand back. No, Tina. No, nothing. You gotta go back. I'm telling you. You gotta put it back. Want some of these cherries? You want some? You gotta come in here, baby. You sure are good. Yeah. I'll make you move.
Who else better to support you in your rehab?
Yeah, that's actually makes sense. Everything he did for his sons, it sounds like. So he's pushing her like she was somebody on a team and she needed to be pushed and get your ass back together. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
In your rehabilitation, in your physical therapy, and all of those things, then somebody who has, coached these 3 sons to go into the NBA as well as played on his own and stuff like that. Like, you are going to get somebody who is going to challenge you, who is going to push you past the limits that you think that you can go to help you, return and maintain to health, better than somebody who has a lack of knowledge, right? Or a lack of discipline in that space.
I know how to rehab with Tina. It's not the soft stuff that people have been doing with her. She's an athlete. She needs rehab, which is a little more intense. Yes. Hi. There you go. 5 more. I'm gonna do it for however long it takes to get it right. Good job. I'm proud of Tina. I just enjoy her getting better each and every day.
Now, he, nursed her back to health. She got better. Basically, is pretty much doing almost exactly how she was before she ever had any troubles. And then after that, he ended up having to get an amputation due to complications with diabetes.
I had to get my foot amputated on the fact that I had diabetes. So instead of killing a big ball, They amputated my foot.
So he sat down recently with streamer Neon, and he was talking to him about relationships. He was kind of like schooling him and giving him the game. And in said conversation, he revealed that his wife has decided that she no longer wants to be married and has filed for divorce from him.
Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see her right here. But she want to go do something else. That's fine with me. We had our run. Now, having a run in a relationship is one thing, but because of how publicly people saw, what it is that they went through, him being such an act.
Yeah, this is a little different. I would agree with her. We had our run. That's sports talkish to me. And I think probably him trying to seem like it, maybe doesn't bother him, but and I don't really know these people. I really don't. But just looking at the parts that she showed already, and the care that he was putting into making sure that she pushed herself and continue to go and don't give up and I got you and I'm gonna be here for you. And this is the thanks that you get.
Role in her life. It was hard for people to digest the fact that, he nursed her back to health and then she decided that she no longer wanted to be there.
So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me again.
He says she want to go do something else. We know what that means. He's still being nice. You want to go do something else.
He's like, she's been aging. She's gone through so many things. I've never, shied away from telling her how beautiful she is. I never stopped showering her with love and compliments. It's the things that women complain that men don't do. Mm-hmm. He's outwardly saying, like, I continue to do all of these things. I continue to make.
You can see it in the few clips that she just showed. And this is fresh to me. So you can see all that. He ain't saying, I got to go get me something younger. You this now, you got to do this now, you got to pay the bills, and then none of that from that little bit, just seeing him care for her in the training stuff. Wow.
Maintain all of these things, and now I look at her sideways because I kept my side of the bargain. How could you walk away at this point?
It is what it is, man. And like I said, anytime you can find somebody you can stay in love with for a long time, mm-hmm. or for one day or whatever, if you can witness that love, that's good. I had that one.
I mean, I feel like we could tell.
He's still, you can hear it in his voice right there. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know if y'all hear it. I feel like he's still, obviously it doesn't end that quickly, but I think this is tough on him, and he's I think he's hurting from this, y'all. Wow.
Tell how much he truly loved his wife, right? Like, even at times when they'd be at ceremonies and they'd want to put the son in the middle, he always pedestalized her as well, right? Like, he always honored her being the only woman in the house, her whatever the case is, he always propped her up. And even when he was doing things like supporting her back to health and nursing her back to health, all you could see in the comments were women who were like praising him for being such a stand-up guy and not leaving her in the dust when that stuff happened. So to hear, that she filed for divorce and that they, have not been together for, I think, 2 years, was shocking to say the least. He also did announce that he is in a new relationship at this point, dealing with somebody else.
I found somebody else, but it is what it is.
Wait, who?
No need to worry.
Now, the comment section did what they normally do, and that is stand on business for the sisterhood and the sisterhood. Okay.
I was gonna say, now I did see some comments, and the sisters are being sisters as they always are. So wonder what y'all think that means. What do y'all think that means? The sisters are being sisters now. So if it was them that was saying good husband when he was taking care of the wife, you did the damn thing, oh, I want a man like you, now stuff like this happens, and what do you think they're saying?
Okay, they didn't feel sorry about the situation. They didn't feel the need to call her out. In fact, they were in support of her, and they were saying, well, he must not have been that great if she wanted to leave. Absolutely crazy. As you can see here, the first comment says, all I got to say is no one really leaves anyone that treats them well and makes them feel good. I don't really comment on people's relationships. We don't know what really goes on, and people can make things look really good. Usually the ones stuck in their feelings are the ones who've done wrong. Next comment says, I think we shouldn't take his word for it. For all we know, she probably wanted to leave all along, and it just so happens that he lost his leg when she decided to leave. We should stay out of this one. Next comment says, whatever, he got what he asked for, crying laughing face, don't feel sorry for him. Next comment says, men are not nice patients, and just because he was by her side doesn't mean he treated her well. Next comment says, may he live in his preference. I thought that they always have the black men back.
Let us, excuse me, let me remember this, because I will. The next time, thank you, Phantom Matsuo. Thank you for the gold jewels. I appreciate you. I'll remember it. When they on here whining and when some man takes somebody out that happens to be white. And I'm not asking for that, and I don't want that. But it's always interesting when it's one of you sassy straights with a white woman. Remember Kobe when he died? No empathy, no sympathy. But rest in your preference, rest in your preference. You know, whatever with your preference, whatever with your preference. But when it's the other way around, let's go ahead and take a look and think about this Carmelo situation. And they're like, we gotta support Carmelo. He was done wrong. No, I don't. You gotta not shop Asian. No, I don't. You not on code, child. Kiss my ass with this code. You are on code with this, though. No empathy, no sympathy. So really, all these people are telling you who they really are, and they're not worthy to be married to anybody anyway, because most of them are just bitter hoes that are by themselves. They'll only go along with the sisterhood when it's something stupid like this. Because, oh yeah, I'm married. You'll pick me. Oh yeah, you're getting divorced. Yeah, sis, go, sis. And the thing about this is that I thought y'all said white people was racist, because you know it's all women talking this shit. I thought y'all said white people was racist. Y'all on the racist white people right now. Lavar Ball getting divorced. Yeah, sis. This is what I'm saying. The code don't make no sense. You should be like, F her. You better off. She racist anyway. You could do better than her. I'm here. Hey. None of that. No. F that nigga. You gentlemen, sassy straights all, but I'm talking to the colored ones right now. You are only good when you are deceased, clearly unhealthy, and being left behind, or criminal. You're no good at any other time. Well, actually, that's not on the list because they got nothing positive to say here. You know, there's always the option also of shutting the fuck up, which the 92% hasn't shut the fuck up since they said they was going to shut the fuck up. But then they'll be sitting up here crying in 15 minutes talking about everyone talks about black women. All people do is talk about black women. Exhibit 5900,872.5, where y'all black women always saying something nasty and negative, and this is why you get the results that you do. I don't care what none of y'all say. You can come up in these comments and be mad. You can come in this comment section right here and voice your fucking opinion. I don't give a shit. It is the fucking truth. Just like that video that I made that goes along with what RBN has been saying. You're pissed no matter what. You're pissed for this. You're pissed for that. Your name might as well be pissy at the end of the day. You cannot be satisfied. You're always miserable. You never have anything nice to say. You stand on absolutely nothing. You fall for everything and then turn around and say, the way people treat black women. Why don't y'all start looking at the way that you treat others? My grandmother said, treat people the way that you want to be treated. So what I choose to do with people I don't like, thank you, Kev G, for the jewels. I just stay away from people I don't like. That's why I don't have a lot of black women friends. I don't like y'all because I already know that you don't like me. So why would I put myself in a position to be miserable or have to beat somebody's ass? Why would I do that? I have too much to lose, right? Because y'all have nothing to lose. I have a lot, okay? That's why you don't deal with people that's not on your level, because when they have nothing to lose, they will take you with you. And I know this is far off of the Lavar Ball and his wife situation, which we'll get back to in a second. But the black women, fuck that sisterhood. Black women gonna black women no matter what. Black women gonna black women no matter what. Because they're a bunch of miserable bitches and I'm black, okay? I don't need to say the obvious things that people feel like you need to say. If it don't apply, shut the fuck up. But if it applies, you can shut the fuck up too. Because what we're not going to do is continue to sit here and try to act like we don't know what it is. Don't let microaggressions because you're aggressive. Everybody wants to be like us. I promise you they don't. I promise you they don't. Like them crazy looking people that was outside of the courthouse for Carmelo. I promise you no one's interested in that. I promise you nobody's interested in pink hair and orange hair and nose rings and all the big ass fucking snuffleupagus shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I promise you. Nobody cares. And yet you always comparing yourselves to white women, but then white women or white people are racist. Why are you worried about what they doing then? I don't give a fuck. I don't be worrying about what white people be doing at all. Shout out to the white people. No shade. Calm down. I don't be caring about what white people do. Honestly, I don't be caring what you bitches do. But child, you out here showing yourselves, and then you turn around and say, everybody just hates us. You give them reason to. You give them reason to. And by association, unfortunately, I will get lumped into that. However, because people know who I am, I'm okay. But like people have said here, you can be the best looking woman in the world. You can be gorgeous and everything. Your nasty personality will always come out, and that's going to be the determining factor. So you can say some shit, well, you old, that's fine. You're right. I am 55, proud to be alive. And I still probably have more relationships with men on a friend level than you ever will on a relationship level. On a fuck level, that's a different story. You should shout out to y'all in your whole phases. But for just normal, in a normal friendship, in a normal relationship, no problems whatsoever. To this level anyway, because what I don't do is, whether you believe it or not, is say some ignorant ass shit like this that's unnecessary. But any chance that you get to talk negatively about a black man, you're going to take that shit and then turn around and try to say the woe is me, and then wonder why nobody will come and get you off the side of the road, why somebody won't come and pay for your groceries, even though that's stupid. No one will hold a door open for you. Nobody will come to your rescue for anything. Who would do that for an ungrateful class of people? You allow this image to be what it is. The image is what it is. It's not a stereotype. It's true most of the time. And you show and prove with every post, because this is where a lot of y'all spend your life. You spend your life in the comment section of fucking blogs. All this mess is all shit from blogs. Who spends the most time on a fucking blog? And I'm talking about the Hollywood Unlocks and all that stuff. Black people, black women mostly. Mostly y'all. Always talking negative. But as soon as Serena and Venus married a white man, yeah, sis, go, sis. That same conversation. Soon as somebody, a black woman gets taken on up out of here by a white man, y'all ain't saying this type of shit. Y'all don't say nothing near this type of shit when that shit happens. Help me understand. So why do you think that somebody should take up for you, care for you, cut for you, when you don't do the same for them? It don't even matter whether you know each other or not. Excuse me. It doesn't even matter whether you know each other. Having respect is just having respect. Being respectful is just being respectful. Nobody said you had to kiss anybody's ass. Nobody said that you had to go grovel at their feet. You don't. If you don't want to cook or clean or be kind or smile, don't. Please don't. Please don't. Because what that does is separates you from the rest of us normal people. Nightjade, Nicole, Queen, it's okay. Mona, it's fine. I support y'all. I'm a sister, supporting a sister. Okay, you heard it here first. I'm supporting you, sisters, to be who you are. I love it. I like it. I don't know how y'all feel. Because not all men are stupid. I don't know stupid men. I don't. So they'll figure out who you are, leave you where you lie, then you'll whine and complain and say that's what they do. Maybe you should check yourself, but y'all keep wrecking yourself. Shout out to Teddy Riley, I think.
Talking about white women dating black men. Now, obviously, a lot of people...
May he live in preference. Ain't that what y'all said about Kobe when he died with his black child? Rest in peace to him and Gigi. Y'all didn't care about none of that. Yo, we did them videos. I saw that shit. But somebody should feel sorry for you. And the problem, and I'm gonna move on. And the biggest problem with this is that there's not enough of the other black women like me who speak out on the bitches like this. I said that, I meant that. And until more do, to make sure that there's a higher legion of normal people. What in the hell is going on? That's the sun coming in. That looks crazy. Until more women decide to do that, who really believe that, the image will stay the same. The image will stay the same. And that's going to be to y'all's detriment, which is why that other video that I just made, shout out to Zillionaire for the clip, shows y'all begging for somebody to help you. Begging. What are you begging for? You got it going on, child. Y'all saw a strong and independent child. Get it done. Y'all got all the answers. You be helping everybody, helping yourselves to get on the internet looking like fools.
Saw these comments. They saw that, he was getting the backlash and people were skipping over saying like, hey, that's kind of trifling that you left him and he was there for you, regardless of what the situation was. And so somebody called it out. As you can see here, it says, where is the sisterhood on this? They always say men leave when things get hard. This man stayed by her side through her health crisis. He never left her. Then he suffered a life-changing amputation.
You know what? This is where I saw it at from. This is the girl that calls women out. I forget her name. She had the post up, or they posted her up, and that's where I saw those comments. Oh, they was nasty as usual. And when someone says black women are nasty, I get it. I get it.
And she's already talking about leaving to go do something more fun. If the roles were reversed, people would be outraged and calling the man every name in the book. Loyalty shouldn't only matter when it's convenient. He will find a much younger and attractive woman. She will be used for her money. Now, I think this is absolutely absurd, right? And I completely agree with what that comment says. If it was the other way around, and when she had her stroke and she was going through her rehabilitation, if he had filed for divorce, people would cancel him. Okay, businesses that he had,
everybody would cancel him. She about to go into it. Everybody would cancel him. Say I'm lying, and Reva is lying. If he left her when she had her cancer diagnosis, it might still be burning. It might still be burning. And they wouldn't care that she was white then. You know why? Because they get to down a black man, and that's more important at the end of the day. But now that she left him, it's like, yeah, sis, go, sis. Yes, she's not even your sister. Y'all are on the you don't like white people because they're racist time. Oh, you just took a moment to make sure that you down a black man? Because, sassies, I'm sorry, you're only good when you're dead or when you're a criminal.
Has people that he works with, business relationships. Nobody would want to have any kind of dealings with him because it would be like, where's your integrity? What kind of man are you? How dare you do that?
I'll do it for however long it takes to get it right. Good job. I'm proud of Tina. I just enjoy her getting better each and every day.
And so for the fact that,
and no shade. And her in that pool is not something that somebody, listen, no shade. But let's be honest. We're going to be honest. Ain't nobody looking at her when she go in no bathing suit nowhere else looking like that. Okay. Because he easily could have been like, ooh, child. Nope. He ain't seeing none of that because he loved that woman. That's why he sounds like he does talking to that young man. That's why he's hurt. That man is hurt. They can't even hear none of that. They're not trying to hear none of that. They're not thinking about none of that. Nothing. It's just, oh, a black man is losing his wife. Yay, you go, white woman. We love you now. 15 minutes later, white people are so racist. They keep us down. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying.
Fixed her, helped her, and then the shoe is now on the other foot, and it's her turn to now step up into that space and be there and show him, like, you had my back, I'm gonna have yours. And for her to walk away is jarring. And let's be clear, there could be other reasons. There could be more to the story. He could have not been the nicest.
Wait. Hold on, Reva. No. Because, child, when Meg came out here and said what she said, nobody cared about no proof. Nobody cared about what Clay had to say. Nobody cared about what nothing looked like. Nobody did nothing. These heifers went in to say, if she said it must be true. He ain't shit. She made him. We're going to cheat for Meg. Get it wrong every single time. Y'all get it wrong every single time. And then turn around trying to act like you're put upon or somebody has done something to you and you don't understand it. When you are a see you next Tuesday, you get see you next Tuesday results. Facts. And it ain't hard to figure out where one is. And every single one of these heifers in these comments saying this stupid stuff is that. At least if you're not commenting, you can control yourself. But that's the proof yet again that I tell you, people can't control themselves. Let me rephrase. Women can't control themselves. Women like this can't control themselves. That's why those are probably the same women that are out there saying Carmelo Anthony is innocent. He ain't do nothing wrong, and all them other delusional things. Now, we're not talking about the low testosterone men like Frigidaire. We just talking about heifers that are just out here talking shit, talking about it's not fair, it's not right, it's not fair. RBN community is done. He's absolutely right. Who wants to be a part of this foolishness? Who? Well, if I was going to help the community, what would I help them do, y'all? They don't listen to anything. They think they know everything and are one track. They're like this. They're like this. They don't see over here. They don't see back here. There's no peripheral vision. It's just this. And no one can show and teach them anything unless it's one of these celebrities. That's it. Black women particularly are run by celebrities, which is crazy. Let Beyonce come out here and say something. I was listening to her old music today. Let Beyonce come out here and say something. It's gospel. Let men come out here and say something. It's gospel. Listening to entertainers, listening to blogs, tethers, ABCDs. These are supposed to be the most educated. Okay.
Patient, whatever the case is, but there's a certain level of duty. There's a certain level of responsibility that you feel that you have, the same way that he stepped up to the plate in his marriage. That is like the expectancy of, what I'm sure he was expecting in return.
If you look at it, back in the day, people stayed married for 30, 40 years. Absolutely. And you know why? You think it was because of love? No, it's because of sacrifice.
What's interesting is he...
Sacrifice? Sacrifice? What is that? I promise you they don't know that word. I promise you they don't know that word. Sacrifice? Remember when Kevin Samuels asked that? A couple of them, but I remember the one in the car with her boyfriend asked her to smile. I don't smile. I don't need to smile at nobody. Am I making this like what? This is what that's what it is. Come on now. You can get mad all you want to. This is what the hell it is. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. A funky ass, stank ass attitude most of the damn time. And then say, everyone treats us badly. Why would anyone treat you well? Lavar Ball videotaped him nursing her back to health. Now he lost a foot and she found somebody. That's what that means. Me personally, the way he said it, I forget what he said, that means that she's going to fuck off with someone, allegedly. And if it doesn't work out, guess where she's going to be sniffing back at? And he done already found somebody. Like, who thought that he wouldn't, right?
He's been in conversations giving a lot of younger men, the game, right? And so I think a lot of people thought that he was only coming from this marriage perspective, but now it being out that, they have been separated for 2 years and divorced, now the conversation is more of he was trying to show and expose the nature of women or things that could happen to these younger men so that they're able to protect themselves.
Because if you got 10 kids and you ain't never had no job, you ain't leaving that man no matter what he do. Because he bringing home that money to keep you in your spot. Right. So a lot of women back in the day, they say, you know what, I'm gonna forgive him. I'm gonna let him do his thing, I'll forgive him on that.
The privileges that have afforded women the ability.
Wait, when did he lose his foot? Do y'all know? Do any of y'all know? Uncle Rick says they don't want to be wives, they want convenience. They look at men like they Wawa or Quick Trip. I agree.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.